Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Robyn Parets on the line, and she's founder and CEO over at Pretzel Kids and also a business coach at iFundWomen. Robyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I'm excited to get into what you're doing over at Pretzel Kids. So let's just kick it right off. So tell us a little bit more about the business and what you're looking to accomplish.
Yeah, so Pretzel Kids brings curriculum-based kids yoga classes to families and schools nationwide. And we also provide teacher trainings online and both in person to those who want to teach our branded curriculum and bring it out into their own communities by running successful kids yoga classes.
Let's talk a little bit more about the curriculum, because I think it's a unique concept and a unique way you're looking to get really, quality content that can change communities out there. So let's talk a little bit more about the curriculum and content.
Yeah, so we basically created the curriculum probably over a decade ago. I used to run a community-based yoga studio, and at the time I was asked to run some after-school kids classes. And realized that in order to do that effectively, I probably have a curriculum. Otherwise, we were just sort of shooting from the hip type of thing. So I teamed up with two school teachers who were also yoga teachers, and we created a curriculum. And basically, it was a teaching methodology to teach others how to run these classes if you wanted to, for example, go out and run Pretzel Kids classes. But it also gave our teachers a roadmap for how to best structure and manage a class, whether they had 30 minutes or 60 minutes. So we basically give them a template. It's plug and play. We give them all of the materials to put into their class based on the developmental age and stage of the child. So obviously they're going to teach a different class if they're running a class for preschoolers than they would if they're running a class for third graders, for example.
How many lives have been affected by this so far? So how many students, how many, some general?
Yeah, so general information is since we launched this as its own company versus a curriculum and classes that I and my small team were running out in just our one community, in 2017, Pretzel Kids was spun out from my yoga studio as its own company. And at that point, we launched our digital training platform. So we've had 400 instructors, or now they're instructors, but people take our course since we launched that. And these people, I would say the majority of them are out in their own communities running classes. So I would say it's thousands that have been touched by our classes, because honestly, I don't know how many students each individual teacher has, because basically what they're doing is taking the course and becoming a member of the Pretzel Kids program, where we give them teaching resources every month as part of that subscription program, and then they get to use our brand and resources to run their own classes. So they're all independent contractors basically running their own class-based companies. And yeah, I would say
that's amazing. That's amazing, and in such a short time. And I've looked at the site and some other things, and I'm like, wow, it's just great work you're doing there. What kind of feedback have you gotten from some of the participants in the program?
Yeah, well, luckily it's only been good, and that doesn't mean that somebody is not 100% happy. But the good thing is we haven't heard from those people. Most people are really happy with it. So. What I love about it is we empower our teachers to succeed and earn more money doing something really positive in their communities, working with children. So they're helping kids learn how to become more mindful and get fit through our program, because it's yoga and mindfulness. And they can go out and run it at preschools or after-school programs or gyms or wherever. I have some teachers in California, for example, where the weather is better year-round than we have it here in Boston, that can run pop-up classes in parks, for example. And we can do that in Boston, but we can't do it now because it's February.
I was going to say, I'm not going to that one.
Yeah,
It's cold.
exactly. Right. So the feedback has been really positive, and not just from the teachers who are out there like on the ground
of course,
teaching these classes, but for the parents that enroll their children in the classes. That's part of what we're doing on our platform is as we get more teachers, the teachers can come on and they get their own login information. They can add their profiles and add their classes. And then basically parents can find classes for their kids in their communities and sign their kids up for those classes. So it's really a resource for parents as well as it is for our teachers, Pretzel Kids teachers, and it's also a resource for schools. So if you are a school director and you're looking to bring in or hire a teacher, you can go on to our web platform and find, a teacher that is actually trained in curriculum-based yoga.
Wow, that's amazing. And so you mentioned preschool. What are the age ranges for this?
So we really start at 2, maybe a little bit older than 2. So our curriculum kind of starts where the child has enough of a capacity to follow along at the earliest age. So when they're 18 months old or just starting to walk, that's sort of a whole other spectrum of classes. It's more like a mommy and me type of situation. So our classes are really geared towards the child versus the parent, although some of our classes are mommy and me, but really are parent and me. But the parent is really just sort of along for the ride, really the classes for the child. So when we go into preschools, and sometimes we're in daycare, some of my teachers run classes in daycares, and we'll usually tell them, this isn't for the babies and it's not for the infant room. It's really for like the 2s and up. So I would say the majority of our classes fall into 3 and up, but we can go a little bit younger.
Oh, man, that's amazing that it's so young, and this is where I get on my soapbox, and I'm like, these kids these days, yoga classes at 3, 4. When I was growing up, you got your exercise from shoveling snow. I'm from Michigan. If you're old enough to walk, you're old enough to hold a shovel.
It's so true. I mean, but it is so important.
It's amazing. I love it. It's absolutely amazing.
And the kids really love it, and our curriculum play-based, so they really love it because we really meet them where they are. In other words, we're not taking like a bunch of 7-year-olds and lining them up to do, sort of adult yoga poses where we're doing games and activities. It's very play-based, and that's what they really respond to. So they're learning as they're playing and having fun.
Oh, my gosh, that's absolutely amazing. So, Robyn, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information, which we didn't have time in this episode to go too far into it, but if they want more information on iFundWomen, where you're a business coach, or, of course, what we spent our time on the episode talking about on Pretzel Kids, what's the best way for them to get information on both?
Yeah, so the best way to get information on Pretzel Kids is to go directly to our website, which is just pretzelkids.com. PretzelKids.com. And iFundWomen, the site is iFundWomen.com, or they can go to my website directly, which has links to both of them. So you can go to Robyn, with a Y, ROBYN, Parets, PARETS, RobynParets.com, and find information on everything that I do.
That's awesome. Well, hey, Robyn, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about all the great stuff you're doing over at Pretzel Kids. I mean, amazing stuff for the kids, for the coaches, for the schools. I mean, all parties concerned. You really created a really nice, holistic, community-based win-win-win situation. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had a lot of fun listening. We sure had a lot of fun making it for you. If you did, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast. And if you're watching this on YouTube, on our channel, Money Matters Top Tips, give that a subscribe, of course. But leave us some comments in the comment section. Love to know what you thought about the episode and also about Pretzel Kids and yoga for these young children who are so lucky to have someone like Robyn bringing them the curriculum. And Robyn, thanks again for coming back or coming on the show.
Thank you so much.